Good morning, guys. Been 3D printing another rubber band powered car. The ticking noise is that clock. I'm just seeing how long it lasts for on a single wind. It's one of those charity shop things I found, 2015, that one. I've just had to replace lots of the bits with 3D printed parts. So that'll be clicking in the background. Anyway, back to this little bit. This is going to be version 1, I suppose I could call it, because there's something I want to change on it already. I've only just printed it. That's our axle tubes. I've got bicycle spokes here. They're about 2mm steel rods. And they're a tight fit in here. I've printed the front wheels, so they're 3D printed, but the back wheels are going to be CDs or DVDs. I think these are CDs as it happens. So I've printed off my gripper hubs, fit in there and clip in place. Even though they clip in place, they still spin round, so I've got to add a bit of glue to them or sticky tape to stop them actually sliding. Yeah, they just don't grip quite tight enough. And then let's get the other wheel off. And then this bit, with a little peg sticking up on it, it's got to go on there, and that is much too tight a fit, even though it's the same sized hole as that. When it goes through the 3D printer, somehow or other it just never ends up quite the way it should. So I've got to drill that out, but I need that to be a tight fit, because that's going to be my hook on the axle. And the idea of that is we wrap the, I'm actually going to use cotton, wrap the cotton around there. And if I need a thicker axle, then I've made this one. Slide over there, and then we got a new peg on that side. And if you've watched my videos, you'll know why we might want a thicker axle. It gives you more leverage for the rubber band, so it can move. Oh, that's tight at that end. It can move a heavier weight. So that's something I want to try out. But initially we'll just see if we can get it together. It's got to go through yet. Yeah, we'll get it together and see if it works. Right. Using one of the axles as my drill bit. It actually heats up as it goes through, and that actually melts it in place. So, the only problem I see, and this is why I say there'll be at least a version 2 at the very least, is to get that piece onto there and in the middle of there, I'll probably break these bits trying to push it through. Now on version 2, I intend to cut the back ends off, so it's just a slot rather than a hole. And then I'll have another piece that I can clip over the back that stops the axle falling out the back. I mean, these are so thin anyway, some of them have actually fallen out, which has given me the idea. I can just clip that in there, and then as long as I have something over the back, that'll stay in place, because all the force is going that way, because the rubber band will be pulling it that way. As I say, putting that in there and pushing that through, I'm probably going to end up breaking these. And my idea of sliding that over is also a problem, because I don't know. Oh, I have got just enough room. I didn't think I'd have enough room. But will that? Yeah, I have to cut that peg down a little bit, otherwise it'll foul on the outside. But we'll try it with the smaller one first, because that's what the initial design is. Do that. That will work. I just realised I haven't put any sticky on the wheels yet to hold them in place. So I'll do that before I go any further. So I can either glue them or use sticky tape. I might glue them this time. I just thought I'd record doing this because this works remarkably well. I've got the shaft in the drill. It's a very tight fit on the hub, but as I spin it, it warms up, pushes through, and then as it cools down again, that's going tight again, which is a handy byproduct. Just check that's going to run free. So that wasn't a design feature, but that does seem to work. Don't want it to get too hot or it'll just melt all the way through. Okay, so that's our car. I'm going to push a peg down through there, a little bit of barbecue skewer or bamboo cane to hook the rubber band onto. And we could just wrap it around the front, but I'll do that because that's what I had in mind. And then we'll put a rubber band on it, see if it works. Right, I was just thinking if I push that down a bit further, yeah. The band could go around there like that. But I was thinking of just putting it on there. Like that, and then we're going to use a bit of kite string to get back to the back axle. Clock's loud, isn't it? Okay, so it's on that end. It's got to be just the right length. If it's too long, that's bad. It needs to be just that length. So that should be alright, with a bit of luck. So that should be a rubber band powered car. Next thing is, I expect those printed wheels at the front will probably shatter when it hits the wall, but we'll give it a try. Try it with just about half power to begin with. Oh, I think we're going to get wheel spin. I think I've got a very light car here. We're doing the washing today. We've run into the washing. Still, that was going okay. try it the opposite way. That was going left a bit. Because I've left the bodywork loose, so that might be a problem. I could have glued it in place. Yeah, I can see what the problem is now. That bit of dowel is slightly bent. I just twisted it round. It was going to the left first of all, and now I've twisted it right the way round, it's going to the right. So that dowel is the problem, it's not straight enough. But I should be able to find the straight bit, in other words have the curve going, instead of having the curve going round or round, turn it round so it's going up and down, if that makes any sense to you. Go before I was ready then. Yeah, that tiny bit to the left that time. I have to look along the line of it and try and work out where the straight bit is. Well, there we go. That works. The only problem I had was the wooden dowel isn't entirely straight, so I had to twist it a little bit and run it, and twist it and run it until we actually got that straight in relation to the back axle and the front axle. I think somewhere I might have some carbon fibre tube that's the same diameter. If I've got that, then we should be absolutely fine, because that will be straight and we're not relying on the wood staying straight then. So that might be version 2.